Hello crafty friends! In this video I'm going to make a card using the parameters from this week's Craft Roulette. How far will I stretch them this week? Let's find out. Alright, so let's get started. Spoiler alert, I'm stretching the parameters mighty far. I have on a huge stretchy pants for this card. All right, so first thing is I pulled some scraps out of my scrap bin that I'm going to use for my die cut. And because the colors are, what are they, clean and fresh? I think that's what they were. I better bring it up. Don't want to be wrong. I think I've done that a couple times. I've started with a parameter and I was going along and it turns out I had the wrong parameter in mind. So let's not do that. All right. Yes, fresh and clean. So to me, fresh and clean is minimal colors and blues make me think of that. So one of the parameters where I'm going to be stretching is, so the element is from the desert. Well, the desert can be windy. So I'm going to use this embossing folder that looks like little wind strokes to me. So I'm going to emboss a white piece of paper for that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the next parameter is distressed edges. So I'm going to take this panel with my wind, distress the edges. Now I have a little tool from Tim Holtz that distresses the edges and I can't find it. So I give up and I'm going to use my scissors to distress the edges. The paper's still a little damp because I sprayed the back so that it wouldn't crack with this embossing folder. So I think I'm going to put this to the side and let that dry a little bit more before I continue. Maybe my distress tool will show up or I'll remember where I put it. I don't know. I don't have high hopes. I'll probably find it when the card's done. All right, so the next thing then that I'm going to work on is this die cut. Yep, flip-flops. What would you wear on your feet in the desert? Flip-flops, of course, so you don't get sand in your shoes. Right? Is that stretching? Probably. But makes sense to me. All right, let me cut these out. Now, I have to do it. I pulled a bunch of blue for the clean, for the fresh and clean. So now this die cut is just one piece. So I'm gonna have to die cut it a couple times and then paper piece it together so that it has some more colors. So I think I'm gonna do this color for the inside. And then, let's see, maybe this color for these straps. And then, no, let's do, yeah, and then the darker blue for the thicker part. All right, so that's this die cut. And then the flower, yeah, let's do these colors for the flower and the center to be, do we want to do the center of that color or do we want to do this center purple? I think I'm going to do the center purple. All right, I'm going to cut these out and I'll be right back to put it together. Hey, just a quick reminder, please like and subscribe. Thank you. All right, my die cutting is done. Now it's time for the gluing. And I cannot tell you how tiny these are. I need to get my reading glasses on. So I'm going to turn them all right side up so that once I start gluing, hopefully it'll be fast. Okay. Now I'm not going to use my new glue, the glue press, because I feel that glue is just pouring out and making a mess. So I need only the tiniest bit. So I'm going to try this glue, which that is already too much. Okay, yay. Now let's do the flip-flops. Now it's like a game. It's like a puzzle. So I cut this out 3 times out of the different colors. And then on the back, some washi to hold the pieces together. Oops. Oh no, lost my pieces. Put it back together again. Should have done it this way in the first place. Duh. That's all right. Okay, that'll hold it together until I can glue it on the card. Now, I want these to be a different color, so I'm going to attempt to cut just that out and piece it together. Let's see. Alright, cute. Let's add some glue. Come on. Okay, and then we add the flowers. Yay, cute. All right, now let's see, is my card panel ready to get some more distress? Boy. All right, distressing with scissors. I'm going to take out my desk vacuum. Get rid of my paper mess. And now I'm going to put this on foam. Oh, don't put it on crooked. That won't help. There we go. Okay. And we're gonna put that on the card base. Just another white for the clean. Ooh. Get that straight. Come on. Quickly, quickly, before the glue dries. There we go. And then our little flip-flops. And then we need a sentiment. I pulled out this one. Where did I think I want to do it in blue. Maybe. Let's try that one. Let's see how this color stamps. A little blotchy. All right, let's try it one more time, or I'll get the positioner. I think that looks good. I think that's a good color. All right, I'm gonna fussy cut this out and I will be right back. Well, unfortunately my video died right at the end, but all I did was glue on the flip-flops and the sentiment and I was done. All right, parameter check. Project was an A2, which I did. Colors, fresh and clean. Well, fresh and clean to me is not a lot, minimal, some whites, maybe some blues that are kind of crisp. As for the parameter element, which is from the desert, I don't know if you would say I stretched all that far. I mean, I used 2, not 1, spots for that element, so I think I did pretty good. And then for random, edge distress, which I did with my scissors. Thanks so much for watching. Have a crafty day.